Welcome back to the Core Swimmers YouTube channel. This is your daily best of video for Sunday, November 28th, 2021. We didn't have the best card yesterday in college hoops, as the best game of the day took place at 10 a.m. with Louisville defeating Maryland in the championship of the Bahamas Baha Mar tournament. Louisville absolutely owned this game on the boards. They had 17 offensive rebounds compared to Maryland's 2. Both teams shot fairly poorly in this game as they only combined for 118 points. Louisville really just out-toughed Maryland, and it was a lot of what we've seen early on the season from the Terps. With poor shooting and a lack of a bench that you can count on, Maryland has been one of the more disappointing teams early in the year. Things are looking very well for Louisville going forward. This was the end of Chris Mack's 6-game suspension, and they're 5-1 after this, with their only loss coming to Furman in overtime. The Cardinals have done a good job incorporating their transfers in Noah Locke, Jared West, and Matt Cross. The Cardinals seem to be building continuity and moving in the right direction. So expect them to be one of the teams in the ACC that could give Duke and North Carolina some trouble. Today's slate of hoops isn't much better. However, the ESPN Events Invitational is back. So we have the championship of that game, which is Belmont and Dayton. We'll have more on that later. Also, Rick Pitino has his spot in the limelight as his Iona Gales will take on Kansas. Of course, Iona upset Alabama in the opening round of this tournament, so they're looking for another huge upset. Unfortunately, they were unable to defeat Belmont in the second round matchup, so this is a consolation third place game in this tournament after Dayton also upset Kansas. Recapping our best bet from yesterday, we had the Marshall Thundering Herd plus 12.5 at Indiana, and they were able to cover thanks to an Anthony Taylor 3 from about 25 feet out with 12 seconds remaining to get that game to an 11-point spread. Hopefully you guys were able to get this number fairly early and you got it at least at the 11. Marshall had a lead at halftime in this game, 42-41. Trayce Jackson-Davis played the game of his life. He had 43 points, and that was the most points scored by a Hoosier in Assembly Hall since 1994. Jackson-Davis looked like an absolute stud in this game and a person who could challenge for an All-American spot. Additionally, the Hoosiers shot over 50% from 3, so it's pretty crazy that Marshall was still able to hang into this game. They are a good team that will challenge to win the Conference USA title. You'll learn more about Indiana this week as they have to travel to Syracuse in the ACC Big Ten Challenge, and as conference play begins for them on Saturday. That victory brings our record to 11-8 on the year, and we are positive by $245 on the season. For our best bet on Sunday, we are headed to the ESPN Events Invitational Championship game. We are going to be backing the Belmont Bruins -4 in this spot against Dayton. Belmont is a very experienced team. They returned all 5 starters from a season ago. The Bruins are projected to be the champions of the Ohio Valley Conference. They rank in the top 70 on KenPom and on Torvik. On the other side is a Dayton team that is completely brand new. They are the youngest team in the country. They returned only 1 starter from last year's team. To me, this game is a classic example of continuity versus experience. Belmont has played together for multiple seasons. As a result, their offense is very fluid. They're likely going to hit the Flyers with a ton of back cuts to be able to get easy layups. I expect Dayton to struggle on the defensive side of the floor with a bunch of Belmont's actions. Belmont perennially has one of the top offenses in the country, and it's because they're so disciplined. Teams that typically give Belmont issues are the more athletic teams, and Dayton is just not one of those teams. Despite Dayton's epic upset of Kansas on Friday, this is a team that has already lost to Lipscomb, Austin Peay, and UMass all at home. Their whole team is still learning how to play college basketball, and that's just not a recipe you want when you're going up against a team that is so experienced. I'm not sure how Dayton's going to be able to get up from this game. I'm sure they're still partying and celebrating from their victory against Kansas, and have to come back just 48 hours later after that game and play a very good Belmont team. It's just too much to ask for this very young team. Because of the experience advantage and the tough turnaround spot for Dayton, we are backing Belmont in this spot. That's all we have for today. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.